the line of ground, Acro 1 on the ramp at Echo, requesting the cross runway 1735.
Acro 1 and company on the ground, cross runway 17 at Echo.
Crossing 17 Echo, Acro 1.
So it doesn't really fit the map.
In the interest of continuing the educational theme, want to know what went wrong? We've got this roll on my free, and that follows with a 1.5 turn spin. Well, when I started the spin, I was a little bit lower than I wanted to be. And then when I picked up the center box marker, I saw it perfectly aligned, and so I stopped the spin. But I was 90 degrees early, so that's a hard zero. I had to correct it to get onto the correct axis, and that took up a little bit extra altitude. So then I went into the next figure, which was a Humpty with a 3/4 roll down, pull out. I was lower than I wanted to be and didn't realize it, and pulled out low with majority low call from the judges. So that was 2 figures with a 0 for the free. Really put you behind. Moving on into the first unknown, had a fantastic flight. Was lights out, on fire, doing awesome, pulling out into the next to last figure. Or actually, I'm on the last figure in between, and I'm reading the card, and I see a roll, and I go, roll. I went, wait, there's a 4 of 8 afterwards. How am I going to get back upright if I'm already upright when I did a full roll instead of a half roll? No excuses here, but what I was looking on the sequence card was a little tiny half roll marker. And on the following sequence, there was another little tiny half roll marker. I made that sucker huge, and I wrote half roll in big letters so I wouldn't mess that up. But yeah, that was a 0 on the unknown, and everybody else had a really nice flight. Mike Lentz was fantastic this entire time, helping me out, guiding me through, being that mentor I needed for my first nationals, especially first nationals in advanced, doubly especially First Nationals, trying out for the U.S. Advanced team. And congratulations to Mike Lentz on making the team. Fantastic job.
Wrong.
Okay, the last unknown.
Set up now.
I flew through the box on the first one, was too low, didn't like it, came back around, entered higher, and with a full head of steam, was screaming into the box. I was doing 200 knots, maybe 210.
Okay,
I was
beginning
moving.
figure 1 will be a double roll, then a 3/4 loop.
Did this roll, set pull. Coming up over the top, easy G was into the wind, and I just didn't scrub any energy off. I came over the top of the loop. I was still doing 105 knots. Was hauling. When I set the down line, I was already above 140. This is way too fast to snap. And I go, oh no. And I made the business decision to pull. But that's 3 flights, 4 zeros. That didn't help me at all. But the rest of the flight, after this 0, and I knew it, actually had a fantastic flight. It was a lot of fun. And I'd never wing wagged inverted before. So this was like, oh, okay, well, it's a wing wag. I'm inverted. I know how to fly upside down. I got this. So this is the rest of unknown flight number 2.
Inverted. Figure 2 is pushed to vertical hammerhead, 2 of 4 down. That will be a 0 for figure 1 for Rob. He was required to push to inverted. He chose to pull instead, if you're just tuning in or wondering what happened. The figure required him to push to inverted, but he was just a little low to do that safely, and he made the decision to pull instead, and that's the right decision for him. Pull level. That is figure 2. Figure 3 is a 2 of 2 followed by a half loop up, half snap on top. Rob is right on the cusp, requires a 65% to be on the team or to fly. We expect to be a 65% limit to fly Orchid Core as well. which will be an option open to some of the pilots. So I'm sure he's considering that and thinking about how he can get all the points he can for the rest of the flight right now. Figure 4 is an S. This is a connecting figure, which will set him up for figure 5, which is the half Cuban. 1.5 rolls the bottom, half the opposite. Pull 5/8 loop, 2 of 4 the down line, 45 down rather. It's a nicely placed figure with the roll right here centered directly in front of the judges. Well chosen. Figure 6, pull vertical, 3/4 roll, Humpty, 3/4 snap down. We can see him being pushed away from the judges' line, so definitely the wind is now away from the judges and strongly out of the north. Full level, figure 7, octagon loop. Figure 8 is an Illman. And he should wait quite a while before pulling that because the wind is very strong out of the north. It's working pretty low in the box again. This is a half loop down, the 4 of 8 on top, 3 of 4 on bottom. Plenty of altitude to make this work. We're not worried about safety right now, but it is getting a little low, and there is potential that you get a low call late in the sequence. 3 of 4, 3/4 roll opposite. Figure 10 is a half Cuban, a reverse half Cuban, so 45 up. And then it'll pull back to level now. Half roll. Finishes in the connector, now he's on figure 11, which is the square loop, so pushing to vertical. Push to level across the top of the box, snap roll here. Push vertical down. And then push to level. And now he needs to fly straight for a while to finish that fourth side. Figure 12, push, push, pull, Humpty. Push to vertical, push over the top. Vertical down, then pull level. And then finishing the sequence is the hammerhead with a quarter roll up, half roll down, and a tail slide. Let's see which way he decides to take this. If he rolls left, he'll be coming towards us for the tail slide. Okay, that's a left roll. Hammerhead. Half roll. Pull level. And now tail slide coming right towards the judges, very close to the front of the box. And now pulling level to end the sequence. Alright, well there was obviously an issue in the first figure. I think at the end of the day, everyone should congratulate Rob for making a really good decision in a tough situation. We all want to do very well and we want to push ourselves. We want to get the most out of the figures. It's hard to decide not to finish a figure, but it was a good call. He was very close to the bottom. He probably would have been called low if he had finished it. Probably could have finished it safely, had plenty of altitude to do that. But the low call would have been bad for him and it would be scary for him and everyone else. So I think that was a good decision. And, you know, it's just hard to set these figures up sometimes. With more experience and more time to practice that kind of thing, I'm sure he will practice that. He'll come back next time and nail a figure like that. Other than that, the figures were presented very well, balanced pretty well in the box, and there's a lot of good flying in there. His octagon loop was pretty good. And I didn't see any other zeros, so we'll see what happens to his scores. He has to improve a little bit to reach that 65% threshold, so we'll see what the judges do with his flying.
Yeah. That's it. That's it. Nationals 2022. It's done. It's over. I got through the known, clean, and hard 0-1 and everything else. That last free was a blast. That tail slide was awesome. That was a good slide. That was a good slide. Oh man. Oh. Big finish?
You're dragging right wing a little bit going up. And the slide, it slid. I didn't have to do too much correction, so big finish.
Felt like it slid a lot.
It slid pretty good.
I drove that sucker down.
Yeah.
Flagged
Big
left,
finish.
flagged right. Hard pull.
Hard pull.
G meter.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Oh man.
You started low. I'm glad you flew through the box.
Oh, stupid low.
And then you could have started a little bit higher for number one, because I think you flicked and went shit and pulled.
I was doing 160 when I flipped. I looked at it and went, oh no!
Shit.
And then I never pulled the loud lever back, so
Yeah.
I was going even faster when I finished it. And I was like, I'm not pushing it.
Yeah.
I just made
No, that's a
the
good
life
call.
decision there to not push.
I choose life.
And then I hope that they took that climb out and the wag as a break.
Yep. No, I think they're like, yep, it's cool.
Holy fuck. Where'd she get all that smash from?
It's cold. Got another 20 horsepower.
Wow. That was amazing.
Oh, is that a fun one?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
It's windy.
And then, yeah, I was at the bottom of the box.
There.
Here?
Yep.
Yep.
And then I saw you take that steep to get more altitude. I thought good call.
Yep.
And then back of the box probably too. So it
Yes,
helps
I
it
was
look
in,
lower.
I was in the back. Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, back looks lower than the front, but it's okay. It's okay. So hopefully they saw you make smart moves, so they shouldn't have like gone crazy on it. Now I brought your coat because now you're sweaty and probably cold.
I'm not
again.
sweat. Well, I might be. I
Might
don't
be
know.
under this. Yeah, as soon as you get out and the wind hits you, you'll be like, oh.
Feeling feelings again? Is that
Feelings.
what's going to happen? Thank you for bringing that. Gentlemen, hello. Welcome. Shalom. Assalamu alaikum.
We're here to assist.
Thanks.
And then we're gonna get lunch. So
Sounds great.
before the 4 minutes.
Well, that's going to wrap it up for Nationals 2022. Mike Lentz, Rob Dumovic, bunch of UND cats. They're all right. We love them. I'm just kidding. You guys are great. You guys have been a lot of fun. Thank you for hosting them. So until next time, fly safe.
What we're going to do first is we're going to, the dinner will be served around 7 o'clock. We're going to keep it moving even during that time here. First of all, I'd like the members of the board of directors, the officers and directors of IAC to please stand up. They're the organization that puts this on and authorizes us for
He contributes endless hours to the aviation photography, and by the way, I saw some of the cinema photography stuff that he done, and it's fantastic. And he's a social member for both his home chapter and the IAC. Our Hilton Garden Award 2022 goes to Lee Huebner. Give it up!
Bye, Selena. It's been great. Bye, Adam.
See ya next year.
Woo! Back and wheeling. Dropping the airplane off with partner, CJ LaRoche. He's got the airplane for the winter. This has been a great journey. A lot of lessons learned, a lot of great experiences, a lot of fantastic people who helped out along the way, and that were an absolute pleasure to meet. And big thanks to the IAC, Wes Liu, Mike Goulian, Jim Burke, Rob Holland, all the people that have contributed to this journey and helped out along the way and answered questions when I had them. All the volunteers, Alice Johnson, coordinating, wrangling, Lori Penner over at IAC. Got a sticker coming off. Anybody that I've forgotten, which is a lot of people. This has been awesome. This has been absolutely awesome. And in the last 4 months, we've definitely sprinted to get where we are. And I'm really excited for Team USA. There are some very skilled people there who worked very hard to get where they are. And if they continue to put that work ethic and that amount of energy into competing at the Worlds, USA has got a fantastic shot. So good luck to Team USA. I look forward to making more content, more videos, and I'm not sure where we go from here. I'm not sure what next is. But be sure that I'll share it with you here on Spread Aviation. Take care and fly safe.